Let's take a moment and check out the camera settings for both the front and rear camera inputs on Pioneer's AVH-X5800BHS. Please note, in this video, I'll be using the optional ND-BC8 for both the backup camera and the front camera in this video. So I want to switch on the camera, so I'm going to touch my home button here and go to my AV sources, and there's the camera view, but you can see it's grayed out. So we're going to need to fix that. So let's touch the gears, and we're going to scroll down until we find camera settings and switch on camera settings. And here you can see we have backup camera, but it is switched off. So we're going to switch the backup camera on, and we're going to keep the camera polarity right now as battery. That can be battery or it can be ground, and we'll cover that in just a moment. For right now, we want the camera polarity to be battery on this setup. So I'm going to hit the X here. Now I can go out to my AV source screen and touch camera view. And that'll switch the camera on for me. You can see the camera is live. And I have two buttons here. I have the timer and I have the X. I'll hit the timer. And now I can adjust my audio video screen because I can listen to any source of music while the camera is on. And if I stop touching the screen for a few seconds, you'll see that the camera view comes back. So here's the camera view back. If I hit the X, we close out of the camera view. The camera can also turn on automatically when we switch the vehicle into reverse. So let's go and look at those settings. We're going to go to our camera settings here. And camera polarity, this is for switching the camera automatically. When you switch the vehicle into reverse, it can be set up as battery or it can be set up as ground. For the individual installation for your vehicle, try both of these and find the one that works correctly. In this particular demonstration, we're going to use the battery setup. Now when I simulate putting the vehicle into reverse, the camera automatically switches on at any time. I can close that by touching the X, but when I put the vehicle in drive again, the camera will automatically shut itself off. Now let's make some adjustments to the picture on the camera. So let's touch the gears here. And we want to go to the toolbox, and we're going to scroll down until we find picture adjustment. But you'll see picture adjustment here is grayed out. So I need to engage the parking brake. When I engage the parking brake, picture adjustment is now available. And right now I'm looking at the audio video screen, and I can adjust the brightness, the contrast, the dimmer. If I touch the rear view button here, that switches on the camera, and I can make adjustments to the brightness or any of the other controls here. Once I'm done making those adjustments, I can hit the X to escape. Now let's talk about the second camera that can be used as a front camera. Let's go to the settings, and we want the toolbox, and we're going to go to our input-output settings right here. Under input-output settings, look for AV input. And right now my AV input is switched off. We'll switch that, we'll open that window, and we can choose to have the AV input as a source or as a camera, or we can switch it off. Right now I want my AV input to be a camera input. So I'm going to select camera here. And once that's done, I can hit the X. And I can go out to and switch on my camera. I'm going to hit the home button and bring up my AV screen here. Here's camera view. We'll switch on the camera. When we switch on the camera, you see that we have the option to choose camera 1 or camera 2. You're looking at camera 1 right now. If I touch the button, you have camera 2 right now. Touch the button again, and we switch back to camera 1. Touch the X to escape.